Hello friends of Ludus, I'm Sergio Bravo and today I welcome you to this Ludus, where we want to give you ideas on how to link the different simulations on the Ludus platform, so you can make the most of our innovative virtual reality training tool. What? You want some examples of how to chain simulations together? Well, let me put on my glasses and I'll tell you all about it. First of all, to link simulations, we need to know the available catalog in as much detail as possible. And we need to connect the simulations and exercises with the topic, the content to be taught, and the objectives to be achieved. Next, we'll determine the order in which to deliver them and the approximate time we want to dedicate to each simulation to achieve the set training objectives. Let's look at some examples. Let's imagine we're going to teach a course on electrical hazards or introduce a lesson during a general safety training session. We can use the electrical hazards simulation to explain why direct and indirect electrical contacts occur, what electrical arcs are, and which protective equipment and preventive measures would protect them against these risks. Then, it would be useful to use the Ludus simulation to explain the safe work protocol through the 5 golden rules of electricity, and have the students practice it until they master it. After that, we could explain and practice how to extinguish a fire that has an electrical origin or component, and which extinguishing agents are compatible or incompatible with such fires. Finally, we can wrap up by explaining how to act in the event of an emergency caused by an electrical accident that has led to cardiac and respiratory arrest. In fact, there are more related topics that we could include in other simulations, such as construction site safety, logistical risks, hazard detection in the plant, aerial work platforms, and track handling. Another example could be providing training to operators from different profiles within the logistics sector. To raise awareness among drivers, a very valuable simulation is road safety. Operators who process raw materials and prepare them for shipping are highly exposed to hand-related accidents. For warehouse workers, we have 32 specific risks related to this environment in the logistics risk simulation. These include risks such as being run over, impacts, cuts, and even frostbite. We have 2 simulations regarding the specific machinery used in these environments. One is forklifts, which allows us to perform a machine checklist and experience risks such as shelving collapse or tipping over. The second is the overhead crane simulation, which lets us learn how to operate an overhead crane safely. There are many possible combinations and examples. For example, for courses aimed at office staff, simulations can be used for ergonomic posture, electrical hazards, first aid, CPR, fire extinguishing with extinguishers, and handling of VIE. For safety courses on working at heights, simulations can be used for working at heights, preventive resources at height, risks with aerial work platforms, confined spaces, and soon, working at heights in the electrical sector. For maintenance staff in factories, you can use simulations for hazard detection in the plant, risk prevention in the plant, accident prevention for hands, electrical hazards, LODO. Okay, I'll stop. The concept is clear, right? So, what are you waiting for to create your own training combinations with virtual reality? How was it? Did you find this content interesting? If you want to expand your knowledge, check out our blog, where we cover topics related to training, safety, health, and technology. And to stay up to date with all the latest news, take a look at our news page and follow us on social media. We've left the links below. Best regards and see you next time.